Hello there, welcome back to Max's Cards and Dice Dugout. This is episode 229. I know it's been a few weeks since the last episode, but you know how that goes sometimes. Sometimes it's difficult to get to the table. A foot and a half of snow and the longest cold snap I can ever remember that we're still in the middle of. Work and a whole bunch of other things just prevented me from getting in the dugout and getting on the table here. So normally on this day, this is big game day where the Seahawks and the Patriots will play each other a little bit later on. A little tradition I had here at the dugout was for the previous two big games, I would do a pre-play using Downey Games game-winning drive football, the big game all-time set, which every year you get the two teams that are going to play and you can do a pre-play, and that's what I've done. However, haven't received those teams yet for this season. Now, a little bit disappointed about that, but looking at the Downey website, it does state on there that you will receive the teams after the game. Now, the last 2 years we got them before. Maybe that was just luck, but we don't get them this time. But we also have the Olympics going on, and I do have an Olympic ice hockey project in progress. So we're going to continue with that today. And when I get those teams, I'll do a replay instead of a pre-play of Big Game 60. Okay, so this is Game 10 of the 1980 Olympic Ice Hockey Tournament project using Blue Zone Hockey from Owzat/Lamborn Games. This game took place on February 14th, Valentine's Day, 1980. Featured Poland versus Canada. But before we get to the game, let's take a look at the... this is a red division game, by the way. We're still in the second round of pool play. Let's take a look at the red division standings. So, right now the Soviet Union is in first place, 4 points after defeating Holland 7-3. Canada with a win and a goal differential of greater than 1 will take over first place. They're heavily favorited, I guess I should say, in this game. Canada won this game 5-1 in real life. I've already done the pre-game roll, selecting goaltenders. You have to excuse me. For some reason today, my normally under control stutter is rearing its ugly head. But anyhow, goalies have been selected. For Poland, it's Wojciech and Pajau for Team Canada. I've done the calculations for match cards. Poland gets 15, Canada 24. That makes the total 39, making this a +1 game. Poland did have a key injury with a pretty high value of 10. I rolled for that, and it's not healed, so that affected their total cards. Okay, so we're ready to go here at the Olympic Fieldhouse. That's the larger of the two venues that were used in 1980. It's the one that has now been renamed Herb Brooks Arena. Okay, so here we go. And we're going to get a penalty right off the bat, and it's going to be to Team Canada. So for the next roll, Poland gets a +1. And one penalty is killed, and we're going to get another penalty against, this time, Poland. So Canada's now on the power play, and they're going to get a half chance. There's going to be a half chance. Let's see who gets it. And it's actually Poland. So, shorthanded chance for Poland. There is no modifier on a shorthanded chance. But we got to roll again. So there's no +1 here. We roll a 5. Shot from the right offensive circle, well wide of the net, and missed opportunity for Poland. Power play is killed, and we continue on. About a quarter of the way through the first period, we're going to get a full chance here. And that one is also going to Poland. Roll a 4, that becomes a 5. Pass from the bottom of the left circle. Defense intercepts and comes away with the puck. So Canada, defense avoids giving up a goal on that chance, and we continue on. But Poland playing gutsy hockey, and we're going to have a home injury. So another injury to Poland. We roll 1 die for that. And it's a minor injury on a roll of 3, so it's no effect. We just continue on with the game. We're just about halfway through the first period and scoreless, and we have another full chance, or a chance rather. This time it is Team Canada. +1, 11, that becomes a 12. That doesn't sound good for Poland. Shot from the slot through traffic. Wrister lifted over the goalie's glove. Wojtek can't stop it, and it is a goal for Canada, and they take a 1-0 lead. So let's see who the goal scorer is. There is 1 assist on this. That goal for Team Canada is scored by Randy Gregg. And the 1 assist goes to Kevin Primo. So Gregg from Primo. And let's get the time on that. We're at 6 match cards. And that is going to be at 8:50. And Canada leads 1-0. So we continue on. Canada with a 1-0 lead. Halfway through the first period. And we're going to get another penalty to Poland. So Canada will be on the power play for this next roll. And nothing happens there. So the Poles kill the power play, and we continue on. We're going to get a full chance. Team Canada once again. +1, 8 becomes a 9. Clever inner passing gets 1-on-1 with the goalie, easily slotted home for another goal. And Canada takes a 2-0 lead here in the first period. 2 assists on this one. So let's see who the goal scorer is. Stelo Zapanchik. First assist. Jim Nill. Second assist. Glenn Anderson. Time. We're at 9 match cards. $14-14. So Sapanchik from Neil and Anderson at 14-14 in the first period, and Canada leads 2-0. And we'll continue on. And nothing on a 4. 2 more match cards. And we're going to have a penalty again to Poland. So Canada on the power play to end the period, and they commit a penalty at the end of the first period, so that'll continue on in the second. So we've played one, and it's Canada 2, Poland nothing. So we continue on second period. Poland is on the power play. And nothing there. So Canada kills that penalty. Continue on, nothing there. Still nothing. Bit of a lull here in the second period after that penalty kill. Once again, both teams playing good defense right now. And we're going to get a penalty again to Poland. So Canada on the power play. Those are about the halfway point of the game here. And Poland kills that one off halfway through the second period. Going to get a half chance. And it's going to be Canada again. And a roll of a 9, that becomes a 10 on the half chance card. A long slapper comes back off the goalie. One-timer from the crease. Great save by Wojtynek. Makes a good save to keep it a 2-0 game. And we continue on here in the second period. Canada leading 2-0. Another half chance. And Canada once again. Gonna get a 7. That becomes an 8. Skate across the slot. Wrist shot comes back off the goalie's pads. And we're going to the rebound chart. Roll 2 die. Roll a 4. Wrist shot from the slot is a goal and 2 assists. Canada here in the second period makes it a 3-0 game. And we'll see who the goal scorer is. Randy Gregg, his second goal. First assist goes to Sapanchik. Second, Joe Grant. Time of the goal, 6-8 plus 39. $12.19. So Gregg from Sapanchik and Grant at 12-19 makes the score. Canada 3. Poland nothing. And let's continue on. Going to get an away injury. So an injury to Team Canada. Roll 1 die. And it's a minor injury, so no effect. We just continue on. Chance. And a chance for Poland to get on the board. So +1, 8, becomes a 9. Quick break, 2-on-1. Fired into the net on the backhand, and Poland is on the board. Pajow is beaten by a shot from... I have to roll to find out who that is. 269. Zabawa scores. It's 1 assist. And getting that would be 330, 323. That's Zabawa, so it's an unassisted goal. So Zabawa, unassisted. at 16:30. In the second. And Canada's lead is now 3-1. So 2 more cards to play here in the second period. And that is going to be penalty to Team Canada. So for this final card, or this final play in the second period, Poland will be on the power play. And that penalty is killed, but Canada picks up another penalty as we go into the third. So both teams score a goal here in the second. After 2 periods, Canada leads 3-1. For this first roll, Poland is on the power play, and they're going to get a half chance. Oh, let's see who gets the half chance. It's actually going to be Team Canada shorthanded. Here they come. They roll a 9. No modifier on the shorthanded opportunity. Long shot into the crease block. Scramble. Attackers awarded penalty shot for uprooting the net. Wow. So a shorthanded penalty shot. Have not had this yet in this game. It's the first time for everything, right? All right, so we roll 2 die. We get a 6. Goalie sprawls and smothers the shot. So Wojciech makes the big save to keep Poland in this game. Still early in the third period. Canada leads 3-1. And nothing there. So we continue on. And we're going to get another penalty to Team Poland. Canada's on the power play for this next card. Poland kills the penalty, and we move on. Still 3-1. And nothing there. Just about halfway through the third. Nothing there. It's 3-1. And nothing there. Continuing on. Bit of quite a lull here in the third. And we're going to get a half chance. 1, 2, 3, 4. And it's Poland again, trying to make this a 1-goal game. Roll an 8. That makes that a 9. Dump and chase, wraparound attempt. Snapshot hits the goalie's pad and post, and we're going to rebound. All right, 2 die. Roll a 7. Snapshot deflection saved by Pajow. And it remains a 3-1 game in favor of Canada. And that's going to be an injury to Team Canada. Let's see how severe that is. Oh boy, that's a 6. It's an injury to a star player. And we add 2 match cards for Poland. And we have to record Canada's injury. And that's a star player injury. It's a 5, not terrible. So they'll be able to roll, see if that injury's healed in the next game. But Poland picks up 2 match cards. So 2 red cards go to the bottom of the pile. And we continue on. No scoring here in the third period so far. Canada leads 3-1. And another injury, this time to Team Poland. And it is a minor injury, so no effect. But we do have to just put 1 card down there. Half chance. half chance is going to Poland. Roll a 5, that becomes a 6. Skate on goal. Fine. Double save by goalie, but it does leave Pajau leaves a rebound. So we go to the rebound chart. We roll a 6. Scramble in the crease. We go to rebound chart number 2. We roll a 9. Backhand shot. Pad save by Pajau. And it remains a 3-1 game. Okay. Final match card. Poland is down by 2 goals. I think the rules state they have to be down by 1 in order to pull the goalie, but let me double check that. No, they can pull the goalie, and they're going to. All right, so let's see what happens here. Actually, nothing happens. And that's it. So Canada wins a close one. 3-1, no scoring in the third period. Several chances. Good effort by Team Poland. And Canada gets the greater than 1 goal differential they needed to jump into first place in the red division. Remember, in Olympic hockey, at least back then, only the top 2 teams out of pool play entered into the medal round. So anyway, that's going to do it for this episode. I hope you enjoyed it, and I hope you enjoyed the big game later on today. I'll be back again in the near future with another video, and until then, take care.